Catherine is a 20-year-old pre-pharmaceutical sciences major at Ohio State University. She also works part-time as a waitress to be able to afford the expenses of being a full-time student. Catherine's busy schedule has created stress and anxiety in her life. She has already begun to see this unhealthy stress have a negative impact on her physical health and doesn't want it to get worse. Catherine wants to recognize when she is approaching unhealthy levels of stress and be able to manage her stress without appearing weak to others. To achieve these goals, Catherine decides to try a new wearable device that her friend recommended. This wearable can be worn as headphones, but can also be transformed into other wearables that are discreet and versatile. Catherine puts on her wearable as a necklace as she is on her way to work. When Catherine arrives to work, the restaurant that she waitresses at is slammed. She gets assigned to a table of 20 people and is quickly overwhelmed with all the tasks she needs to get done. Catherine's wearable detects that her stress levels are beginning to rise to unhealthy levels. The wearable notifies her by cooling down on the back of her neck. The exposure to cold activates Catherine's vagus nerve, which is what helps her to calm down. The cold on the back of her neck helps to lower her body temperature and relieve her stress. After a few minutes, Catherine is able to regain focus and finish her shift off strongly. After her shift is over, Catherine heads to the library to study for her chemistry exam in the morning. She shifts her wearable into headphone mode and places them in her ears. She turns on her favorite playlist and begins studying. An hour later, Catherine realizes that she has way too much content to cover and panics she will fail her exam in the morning. Her wearable detects that her stress levels have risen and sends her a gentle reminder to focus and relax by lowering her music volume. After 10 minutes have passed, Catherine's wearable notices that her stress levels have continued to rise and are approaching an unhealthy level. At this point, Catherine receives a notification on her phone to take a break and also suggests a breathing exercise available on her mobile app for the wearable. Catherine takes the advice from her notification and takes a break by following a visual breathing exercise on her phone while listening to calming music. The app gives her visual feedback to let her know if she's performing the breathing exercise correctly. Once Catherine has completed her breathing exercise, she can return back to studying. By taking a break, she can now regain focus and ultimately becomes much more productive. When Catherine gets home from the library, she decides to take a look at the statistics about her busy day. She feels like she did a good job in managing her stress, but wants to evaluate where she can improve. The app points out to her that her peak stress level was at the library, but she still managed to avoid unhealthy levels. After having a crazy day like today, Catherine's mind is racing. She needs to go to sleep soon so she can wake up early for her exam. Catherine remembers that her app has a breathing exercise for sleep and uses that to fall asleep. Catherine's new wearable allowed her to feel in control of her stress, even on her busiest days. It was her own little secret, but was always there when she needed it.